in this van.
Is that the Jehovah's Witnesses next door?
Come smoke with us, dog.
No, I'm kidding.
understand.
That is the
That's the research team.
that is the research. They go to, because they were talking about it. They go, when you just have people come in, and maybe it's people that don't smoke that much weed that just volunteered to take this test, and then they go into a room at the University of Colorado.
I think it's illegal too. I think it's technically illegal to do it that way.
But my point is that your set and setting have a lot to do with, how you experience.
Yeah.
How you react to a dose. And man, so they bring the van, they have a van. This is so Boulder. And they bring it to you and they get you high where you're at.
In the van?
Researcher
Do you have to go
Cinnamon
in the van
Bidwell.
and get high?
No, it's just a mobile thing. Look, they've got a tie-dye they put on in the back just to make it
Oh my
comfortable.
God, they really do have a tapestry back there.
That's what I'm saying. Are you hopping in the van?
I don't know, but
Like hotboxing it or?
it's cool. But anyway, they did a test, man, and they said people in the higher concentration group, by the way, this is creepy. On the test day, researchers drew the subject's blood, measured their mood and intoxication level, and assessed their cognitive function and balance at 3 time points: before, after, and 1 hour after they use. People in the high concentration group, so this is people that used a lot of weed all the time, were much less compromised than we thought they were going to be. Neuroscientists at CU Boulder, who studies alcohol addiction. If we gave people that high of a concentration of alcohol, it'd be quite a different story. Wow, huh?
They're not the same thing.
Yeah, do it. It's also CU of Boulder. Take that van and do it like in a deep prohibition state.
I love-
In like Des Moines, Iowa. Not nearly the people have the saturated indoor
You want to
cannabinoids.
get
That's the point,
That's
though.
the point.
That's the whole point of it, is you can't just say this is generally just like if anybody takes 3 shots of Everclear,
Yeah.
then they're going to be measurably this. So we're going to have the same blood alcohol per weight. This is different. This
Yeah.
is saying it might end different. Yeah.
Like, it's basically like it's not this, doesn't work the same way as alcohol.
It
you
is-
have-
Yes, it's individual. And this is what they say, man. There may be genetic or biological differences that make some people metabolize THC more quickly. And it may be that one compound in marijuana called cannabinoids fill receptors in the brain that sparks intoxication. Additional cannabinoids have little impact. Cannabinoid receptors may become saturated with THC at higher levels, beyond which there is diminishing effect of additional THC. We all know that, man. You can only get so high if you abuse cannabis and smoke it all day long. You're not going to be very high by the end of the day.
Isn't it amazing when they confirm common street knowledge?
Right. But it's your endocannabinoid receptors. Actually, dude's been saying this for a decade. Your receptors get filled. And then, it totally changes things.
You have a chart so I can understand. I know you love charts.
Oh, dude, you
Really
do.
put a chart, man?
Yeah,
Isn't that just your body telling you that it doesn't need anymore?
Yeah, it's full.
And so you're good. You don't need anymore.
Yep. It doesn't mean we're not
It
going to
happens
smoke
happens every year at the DGC Cup.
Hey, do me a favor. They're talking about in this article that, and they got to get off of just THC. They got to start talking about terpenes, because just THC level doesn't do much, man, or it doesn't mean really as much.
JLS Monster was telling us, it's like, oh, it's not just terpenes and flavonoids too. There's esters and all these other volatile compounds. The VOCs, man, that's where it's at.
And me and Banner were talking about this before. We're like, do terpenes, get you high? Because if they did, then people would be just smoking terpenes. So we were doing a little bit of research, and it turns out that they changed the way that the cannabinoids will bond to your receptors. And that's why it makes us all feel different. The different strains do. Pretty cool, right?
That is cool.
Interesting stuff. But I love the idea that the college and universities are starting to study this. I like that they got a van.
The van is clutch.
The van is clutch, man.
All right, let's move on to our is it real? Is it real? Because this is getting harder and harder.
Crembo, is this real?
I want it to be real.
I think it's real. A mushroom is given a robot body and runs wild in a fascinating video, man. Can you play the video? Is
Is there a video?
I'm telling you, it's time to pimp your grow and save money doing it. Go to dudegrows.com/ pros, or we have all the coupon codes listed out for great pros such as Lost Coast Plant Therapy, AC Infinity, Seeds Here Now, Horticulture Lighting Group. The list goes on. dudegrows.com/pros of vetted DGC gear for your growth. Check it out.
Mushroom is given a robot body and runs wild and fascinating video. You're showing the video, right?
Yeah.
What?
Dude, it's amazing, man. They grew the mycelium into the electronics of a robot. The biohybrid machine began to sense and respond to the environment, explains Rob Shepard, a material scientist at Cornell.
Oh man.
It's like, why am I in a machine? Where's the forest floor? It's being tortured.
It's so strange. Or what if it's like if we got in one of those giant, robot bodies,
That's pretty crazy.
You know, this reminds me of just we know so little and how trippy like fungi can infect the ant and start to control its zombie brain for its own benefits, man. Like, wonder if it could do that to us. Like, we're going to get fungi infections so we turn zombified. You know what I'm saying?
I was watching that video today. It was about the ants. That's what I do when I'm drinking my coffee in the morning. And they were just like, it was a caterpillar and he was all just being the decoy to get to the ant's den so he could eat them all. He let the ant pick them up and carry them. Oh, it was so trippy. So trippy. But not as trippy as this
What do you
next
got?
one, bro.
That one's real. That one's real.
It's nuts.
All right, how about this one, man? This is from Popular Science, so I thought they were reputable. We'll say the